They were everywhere. People who thought they could escape the crushing darkness that seemed to consume the world. Each one believed they'd found a way out, a way to forget the pain and fear that haunted them. But every path they chose only led to something far worse. The drunk stumbled through the streets, clutching his bottle like it could save him. He drank to drown out the voices, to numb the nightmares that wouldn't leave him alone. But the more he drank, the closer the darkness came. One night, as he sat alone in the dim light of a flickering lamp, the shadows around him began to move. He laughed, thinking it was the alcohol playing tricks, until they grabbed him. Long clawed tendrils pulled him into the darkness, his screams fading as the bottle rolled from his hand. The woman who sought comfort in fleeting pleasures thought she was safe. She surrounded herself with company, trying to fill the emptiness inside her. But the shadows had been watching her too. One night, as she looked into her mirror, her reflection didn't look back. Instead, a pale, twisted face stared at her, grinning. When she turned away, it was everywhere, on the walls, the ceiling, in the air. It whispered her name before the darkness consumed her. The man who surrounded himself with luxury believed he could lock out the world's pain. He hid behind art, music, and fine things, pretending the darkness couldn't touch him. But it crept into his home. The statues in his halls began to watch him, their stone eyes following his every move. Paintings oozed thick red liquid, like blood dripping from unseen wounds. One night, he woke to find his silken sheets rotting, crawling with insects. The shadows whispered, "You can't escape us." When they came for him, his screams echoed through his empty house. The rich and the ambitious thought their wealth and success would protect them. They sacrificed everything, friends, family, morals, for power and fame. But the more they had, the more the darkness wanted. One by one, they were found lifeless, their eyes empty, their riches turned to dust. The shadows fed on their greed, laughing as they left nothing behind. Even those who turned to faith weren't safe. They lit candles, prayed, and performed their rituals, hoping to push the darkness away. But it seeped into their churches and temples, cold and suffocating. The most faithful were the first to fall, their faces frozen in terror as they clutched their symbols of hope. The rest fled, only to find the shadows waiting for them outside. No one could escape. The drunkards, the lonely, the wealthy, the believers, they all thought they could.